Hello students, today we are going to discuss chapter number 19, A Seed Tells a Farmer's Story. In this chapter, we come to know about the changes that took place over the time in farming. We also discuss about the pros and cons of these changes. Let us see, are these changes positive or the negative? We will read in the chapter and analyze ourselves. Students, this is a story of a small bajra seed which has been stayed in a beautiful wooden box since 1940. Students, this bajra seed is of Damjibhai's farm. This bajra seed is telling its story as well as his farmer Damjibhai's story and also telling about his family. The seed says that if I do not tell my story now, it might be too late. Let us see why it will be too late. The seed continued, I was born in Vangam in Gujarat. That year there was a good bajra crop. There was a festive mood in the village. Our area was famous for its grain and vegetables. Each year Damjibhai kept aside some seeds from a good crop. This way our bajra family went on from one generation to another. Good seeds were stored in dried gourd, lauki, which was coated with mud. But that year, Damjibhai himself made a strong wooden box to store us. He put in neem leaves to protect us from insects. He put different seeds in different compartments of the box. That was our beautiful home. So as you see in the paragraph, the bajra seed was born in Vangam, which is a place in Gujarat. That year, a very good crop was there, which is followed by a festive mood in the village. In that area, grains and vegetables were grown, and everybody celebrate when there is a good crop. Damjibhai, who is the farmer of that seed, kept aside some seeds from a good crop every year, and this is the way this bajra family went on one generation to another. Good seeds were stored in a dried gourd, which is coated with the mud. This coating saved the seeds from the insects, and that time, because the crop was very good, that is why Damjibhai made a strong wooden box to store the seeds. That box has different compartments for different seeds. This way that bajra seed got a beautiful home. In those days, Damjibhai and his cousins lived together. It was a large family. Everyone in the village helped each other, even in farming. When the crop was ready and harvested, everyone celebrated together. Oh, those wonderful days with big feast and lots to eat. Students, earlier many people lived within a large family. When the time changed, people started living in unitary family. But in olden days, people lived in large family, joint family. Even the whole village lived like a family. They all helped each other and worked together, even in farming. And whenever there is a good crop, everybody celebrates together. Those days are the witness of good and big feast and celebrations. In the winter, it would be time to enjoy the undhiya. Students, do you know what is undhiya? Undhiya is a kind of stew. It is a kind of mixed vegetable. To make undhiya, all the vegetables were put into a clay pot along with fresh spices. The pot was sealed and kept between hot coals upside down. The vegetables cooked very slowly in this special cooker which is fresh from the field. As the pot is kept upside down, that is why this is called as undhiya. Undhiya which means upside down in Gujarati. Undhiya is a famous dish of Gujarat. Undhiya would be eaten with bajra rotis freshly cooked on chula. Oh, what an earthy, delicious flavor it has. Along with that, they eat homemade butter, curd and buttermilk. Farmer would grow many different kinds of crops, grains and vegetables according to the seasons. The farmer kept enough for their needs and sold the rest to shopkeepers from the city. Some farmers also grew cotton at home. Family members spun cotton on a charkha to make cloth. In that area, farmers generally grow grains and vegetables, but some farmers also grow cotton to make cloth out of it with the help of charkha. So this is the way the people lived in olden days in Gujarat. But over the years, many changes took place in the village. Some places could get water from the canal. They said the canal brought water from far away, where a dam had been built on a big river. As we already have read in the chapter No Place for Us, how dam is built on the river and why the dam has been built. Students, dam is being built on the river to produce electricity as well as to get water for irrigation to the far away places through canal. And through canal, water is reached to the places far away where farming is only depending upon rain itself. So definitely this canal water enhances the irrigation in fields. Also, electricity came to the faraway places, in villages, in fields as well. Switch on the button and there was light. People found that only one or two crops like wheat and cotton got better prices in the market. Now the farmers becoming money minded. They are becoming wise with the change of time. Now people see that only one or two crop get better prices in the market. So to get better prices and big profits, these farmers decided to grow only those crops. So most farmers begin to grow only those crops which get a better prices in the market. Soon, we old friend bajra and jowar and also vegetable were forgotten and dismissed even from Damjibhai's field. Now bajra says regretfully that all these vegetables and small grains like bajra, jowar have been forgotten from the field. They are no more grown in the fields of these villages in Gujarat, even in Damjibhai's field. So farmer even began to buy seeds from the market. People said they were new kind of seeds, so farmer did not need to store seeds from the old crop. Now people started buying seeds from the market and they don't store good seeds for the next crop now. All they have to bought it from the market and sell all the crop to the market. Now people in the village cooked and ate together only on very special days. As they ate, they would remember how tasty the food used to be in the past, fresh from the field, when the seeds have changed How could the food ever taste the same? Now, no more festives, no more celebrations in the village. So, only people get together for only special days. There were no festivals celebrated together now. But whenever they meet and eat together, they remember old days and old taste. They wonder how the wonderful taste they are having in olden days, but now everything is changed. Of course, if the seed is not same, how could the taste be same? Damjibhai was getting old. His son Hasmukh looked after the fields and the family. Hasmukh was making a lot of money from farming. He rebuilt the old house. He bought new machines for farming. He used an electric motor to pump water. He bought a motorcycle to go to the city easily and also a tractor to plow the field. So in this way he made a big progress. Damjibhai's son Hasmukh Bhai made a big progress. He is making a good profit out of farming by growing only those crops which have better price in the market, and with this he made a big profit, and he rebuilt the old house as well as he bought a motorcycle for him and tractor for the fields. He bought a new electrical motor to pump water in the field and many other things which he called progress. The tractor could do in a day what bullocks would make many days to do. Earlier, farming was done with the help of bullocks, but bullocks cannot do the work very speedily. But the tractor, which is a machine, can do the work with a great speed. So we can say what a tractor can do in a day, bullocks cannot do in many days. That time Hasmukh would say, now we are farming wisely. We grow only what we can sell in the market at a good price. With profits from our field, we can improve our life. We can make progress. In the words of Hasmukh, they are making progress. They says that they are farming wisely. What kind of wisdom he is showing? He is growing only those crops which have better price in the market. That is why he is making more profit, and he is calling it a progress. Let us see, is the progress long lasting? Lying forgotten in the wooden box, I and the other seed had our doubts. Is all this really progress? Even the bajra seed and his friends also thinking the same, isn't it? They were all having doubt if it is a really progress. There is no longer any need of seeds like us. Even these kind of seeds are no longer in demand. Even the people who earlier worked in the field are no longer needed because tractor and machines replaced their importance. Now all the work has been done with the help of machines, so manpower is no longer required. How these people who used to work in the field will earn their living now, as they don't have any work to do? So these crops, as well as we are also thinking the same, is this a really progress? It's a big question. Students, you should also think over it and analyze. Is the progress real and positive? First of all, we should know what is progress. Students, progress is a change in positive direction. Change in a positive direction is called as progress. So if the change is in positive, it will called as progress. but that progress or the change should be long lasting. Sometimes we see that the change is there, we are getting positive results, but only for a small time. After that, the consequences of this are faced by us, and that is why it will not be called as a real progress. Even next generation of Damjibhai, that is his son Hasmukh is also facing the same consequences. How? Let us see. Because more and more expenses